Mas é bem complicado, viu? É muito difícil. Ah, eu tenho sotaque?
Você tem um sotaquezinho. For the first time, like, 助けて! 私は日本語できませんよ! 漢字は本当に悪いですよ. Hello!
Hi!
Hi, nice to meet you!
Nice to meet you too.
I can technically speak 5 languages, but a little bit of here, a little bit of there, like one sentence or another of some other languages, and very much broken. One of them is very much broken. I can speak Japanese, I can speak Spanish, English, Portuguese, and Korean.
For me, so I speak 6 languages. So I speak Dutch, French, English, Spanish, Portuguese, and Korean. So how did you learn English?
Well, at first I had English, like basic English in school, but it was really bad. And I was terrible in languages to begin with. But then I remember I almost failed school. And my mom was like, nope, now you're doing a language course. So she took me to like a sort of academy and I studied English there, but mostly I studied the British English. So nowadays I still make some mistakes here and there. For example, I call this fringe instead of bangs. So.
Oh, yeah, that's interesting.
Like there's some vocabularies that I make mistakes because of this, because like it's dipping down there like the British English. If I listen to someone speaking, I'm gonna come up with the British accent as well. I'm gonna go like start talking like that without realizing I'm talking like this. So that happens a lot. In Europe, I think in general they study
yeah,
like
we
British
do
English.
study British English, but I think because like American TV shows, they are more popular in Belgium in general. I think a lot of people take on the American accent like naturally, I would say.
I remember in my case, I really wanted to be an actress in New York. So like I wanted to try the American English, but in my school, I would only learn British English, and that made it hard. And in that language school, like I stayed for almost 7 years or so. The problem is it was British English, so like it took me a while to get rid of the accent. Not that I don't like it, it's just that because I wanted to be an actress, I was like, I might need the American one, and people think it's easier. In general, in Brazil, people learn the American English. It was just like one exception out of it, but most people do learn the American English.
So for me, I started learning it in high school, I think when I was about 14 years old. But I think I learned most of it through watching series and watching it with just English subtitles, and also by traveling and like getting to know people from other countries. And
that helps.
Yeah, exactly. And so we would just always talk in English.
I feel like I also learned more I used more my English, and it got better once I met people, and like I had to use it, like I didn't have another option.
Yeah, exactly. Same for me. Like I also studied it in university as my major, and then we also focused on British English. But like speaking British English is kind of like awkward when you're not a native.
Yeah,
I feel.
that's true.
Otherwise, like people might think,
oh,
you're like pretentious, or
yes, that happens.
I don't know. Is that the same in
that
Brazil?
Happens a lot. I remember because I couldn't do the American accent before, because like I was all the time with like native English speakers, and I had a hard time in school. I would talk like with the British accent, and people would be like, oh, why are you doing that? You're trying to show off, but that's like just weird. I was like, I'm not trying to do anything. That's the English that I can speak.
Yeah, I see.
It happens a lot.
¿Cómo aprendiste español?
Yo he aprendido español en la escuela cuando estaba en la primera serie.
¿Cuántos años tú?
Tenía 8 años.
8 años.
8
es
años.
bastante
Sí.
temprano para aprender español.
Sí, desde pequeña he estudiado español, pero que digo que hace mucho tiempo que también no uso mi español, por eso que no puedo hablar muy bien, pero que a mí me gusta mucho y pienso que es una lengua muy bella, muy guapa, tan guapa, tan bonita. También quiero hablar de esa manera. Y también ya he trabajado con personas de Barcelona y Madrid. Pero que, perdona a todos, no hablo muy bien español. Hace mucho tiempo que no hablo español. ¿Y tú, cómo aprendiste español?
Yo aprendí español en la universidad y yo viví en Valencia durante como 6 meses. Y bueno, estudié español durante 4 años. Sí, me encantó muchísimo, pero también hace mucho tiempo que no hablo español.
No tenemos la oportunidad para hablar español.
Sí. Bueno, tengo amigos de América Latina y de España, pero
Normalmente con
no
español.
hablamos, sí, porque cuando estamos con otras personas es difícil hablar en español solo. Entonces, pero intento practicar más y como leer libros en español y ver como series en español.
Creo que cuanto más lenguas tenemos, más olvidamos de todas.
Oh,
que
claro.
no
Por
podemos
supuesto,
pensar en
por
ninguna
supuesto.
lengua. Que, por
Y-
ejemplo, ahora estoy intentando recordar toda la palabra que he estudiado, pero no me recuerdo.
Pero-
Perdóname todos. Me malo.
Yo también, pero sí, me encanta mucho el español y sí, espero en el futuro poder hablar mucho más español que ahora, entonces...
Vamos a praticar.
Yes.
Então, vamos lá. Como foi que você aprendeu português?
Então, eu fiz um intercâmbio no Brasil durante um ano e eu morei lá com uma família brasileira. Então, a minha família não falava nenhuma palavra em inglês. Então, eu aprendi português falando assim e também fui para a escola no Brasil.
Quantos anos você tinha?
Eu tinha 18 anos, então já faz muito tempo que eu não falo português, então desculpa se eu falo...
Não,
Sim,
que
eu sei.
desculpa o quê? Seu português tá lindo!
Ah, obrigada, viu? É porque na minha cabeça agora é muito, tipo, eu tenho que concentrar. Tipo, agora é português. Não fala, não pensa nas outras línguas que você conhece. Só português. Mas é bem complicado, viu? É muito difícil.
E que parte do Brasil você ficou? Porque eu tô percebendo um sotaque aí.
Eu tenho sotaque?
Você tem um sotaquezinho. Não, mas não é
Eu
sotaque
pensei-
estrangeiro, é sotaque brasileiro.
Nossa,
É sério, é um sotaque brasileiro.
eu morei em Belo Horizonte.
Sabia, eu sabia.
E você, de qual parte você é do Brasil?
Eu sou do São Paulo. Nossa, eu não sei falar português mais. Eu tenho sotaques de muitas partes do Brasil.
Ah, é?
É,
Você
eu-
morou...
Não,
em
eu
vários-
morei só em São Paulo.
Nossa, eu tenho muita saudade do Brasil, viu?
Brasileiros gostam disso. Muito bom, obrigada.
안녕하세요.
안녕하세요.
한국어를 어떻게 배웠어요?
한국에 처음에 갔을 때 유학생이었는데 유학교에 다니고 한국말 배웠는데 제 생각에는 서울에 있었으면 영어로 많이 이야기할 수 있어서 그때 논산에 살고 있었어요.
진짜요?
진짜요?
완전 시골이네요.
사람들 보통 제 다니는 대학교 모르겠지만 재밌었어요. 한국말만 이야기할 수 있어서 좀 진짜 재밌었어요. 그리고 어떻게 한국말 배웠어요?
교환학생이었고 그때는 처음에 배웠는데 말하기 진짜 못했어요. 왜냐하면 너무 어렵고 그리고 부끄럽고 사람이 어차피 영어를 잘 해서 그냥 그때는 진짜 잘 못했어요. 근데 다시 왔을 때 엄청 열심히 공부했고 한국 친구들 많이 사귀게 됐고 계속 한국어로 대화를 해서 점점 나아졌어요, 실력이.
서울에서 사람들 우리 보면 보통 영어로 이야기하고 싶어서 저도 한국말 이야기하면도 영어로 대답하고 제가 아니요 제가 한국말 공부하고 있어서 제발 한국어로
제발 한국어로 좀 얘기해줘요.
영어로 얘기하세요. 문제 두 개 있어요. 이거가 문제하고 안녕하세요만 이야기하면 사람들 보통 우와 한국말 잘하네 많이 이야기하는데 제가
아버지는
아직 그렇게
알겠어요.
잘할 수 없어요, 아버지. 근데 요즘에는 한국 친구들 많이 있고 어려운 것에 대해 많이 이야기하고 싶어서 연습 많이 하고 있는데 그래도 단어 많이 없어서 가끔 힘들어요. 서울에 처음에 이사했을 때 친구들도 없고 혼자 공부해야 돼서 제가 질문이 있으면 누구한테 물어볼 수 있는지 몰라서 카페나 식당나 맥도날드에서 공부하고 있었으면 죄송해요 잠시만요.
진짜요?
진짜로 이렇게 항상 해요.
엄청
잠시만요.
적극적이네요.
제가 지금은 한국말 공부하고 있는데 이 단어 몰라서 도와줄 수 있나요? 이게 무슨 뜻이에요? 아니면 그 사진 보고 이거는 한국말로 어떻게 읽을 수 있나요? 그 문장은 맞아요? 어떻게 써요? 이렇게 항상 해요.
용기가 많네요, 진짜요. 와, 대단해요. 대단해요, 진짜요. 그런 생각도 못했어요.
항상 그렇게 해요. 처음에는 제가 진짜 부끄러웠는데 한국말 못하면 더 부끄러워요.
그럼 맞아요.
그냥 이야기해야 돼요.
와, 진짜 대단해요. 대단해요. 난 그런 용기가 없어요. 진짜.
항상 그렇게 해요.
커피숍이나 맥도날드에 있었을 때 사람의 반응이 어땠어요? 저 되게 궁금해요.
항상 놀랐는데
아, 그래요?
나쁘지 않고 그냥 좋은 느낌이 있는 것 같아요. 그 항상 친절하고 착해요, 사람들.
오, 좋네요.
네, 모르죠. 제가 저기 있는데 그 질문 다시 있으면 물어보세요. 내가 도와줄게요.
오,
이렇게
엄청
하네요.
친절하네요.
그쵸?
와, 동기부여 만나네요. 와.
Je ne parle pas français.
Moi non plus.
But how did you learn French?
Je suis belge et en Belgique, on parle 3 langues. On parle le flamand, c'est comme le néerlandais, français et allemand. Et alors, pour nous, moi je suis flamande, mais j'habite dans la partie française. Et alors, dès que j'étais petite, il y avait toujours français autour de moi. Et alors, donc j'ai appris le français dès que j'étais très petite et je l'ai appris à l'école aussi pendant, je crois, pendant 10 ans. Et j'ai aussi vécu presque d'un an et demi au Luxembourg. Et au Luxembourg, ils parlent aussi français et mes colocs ils étaient aussi françaises donc oui j'ai pu parler beaucoup en français, pratiquer mon français mais aujourd'hui je ne parle pas beaucoup français et je suis pas si fluente en français mais je fais mon meilleur et alors voilà. Did you understand what I was saying?
I did. I understood like up to 30-40% of what he said. You said
that's a lot.
I understood that you have to like because you're from Belgium, like
exactly.
Belgium,
yeah.
You studied French. I think you said Irish. I'm not sure if that's what you said.
No,
so like French, Dutch, and one more language, but I was like
German.
There you go.
Yeah.
So I also understood that you learned French since it was very, very young.
Yeah, exactly.
Like something related to preschool or blah. Like there was I think a word like playski. I was like, is that preschool that she mentioned?
Basically, what I was saying was that I am actually from the Dutch-speaking part in Belgium, but I live in the French part. So there was always French
in Luxembourg,
where I was
right?
living. And I lived in Luxembourg for a while as well. So I spoke French there because my roommates were also French.
Not everything,
it's great.
But a certain amount.
So I heard you speak Japanese. How did you learn Japanese?
実は韓国に行ってから日本語忘れてた。だから今私は日本語できませんですけど、私中学生に来てから日本語を勉強したいですけど、今日はできませんよ。本当にできませんですけど、ごめんなさい여러분。
ごめんなさい여러분。I understood that. I understood that.
それでもビデオ見てくれて本当にありがとうございます。Did you understand what I said besides the Korean random word in the middle?
Yes, everything. I understood everything. That's amazing. Like, I always wanted to learn Japanese as well. That's really cool.
I am 100% sure I said some things here and there wrong because it's really been a long time that I don't use Japanese. Yeah. I learned it when I was in middle school. I can understand a lot better than I can speak. But
I see.
So my understanding is really good, but like my speaking is not that good. Yeah. I went to Japan for the first time like last year, November. Yeah.
Since you first?
Yeah, it was my first time. And
That's
like
so cool.
I got there, I was broken. I was like, 助けて! 私は日本語できませんよ! So I was like panicking there. But so like lately I've been practicing more. Like I know how to write. 漢字が本当に悪いですよ。
I tried to learn hiragana, but I just like get stuck with the first few because it's a lot.
So can you speak in Dutch with me? Although I don't understand.
Zeker. In België spreken we Nederlands of eerder gezegd Vlaams. Het is heel raar om nu alleen in het Vlaams te spreken, want het is echt heel lang geleden dat ik nog in mijn eigen taal gesproken heb. I don't even know what I have to talk about. Did you understand what I was saying?
Nah, I understood like one word, if so, and I don't even remember it anymore.
I just said like that it's really weird for me to talk in Flemish or in Dutch because it's also been a while and it really feels very strange. At this point, I think I'm more fluent in English than in Dutch.
Right, sometimes I feel like that too. Like when I'm talking to myself, it just goes in English.
Yeah, exactly.
It was scary.
Same.
Please, people, don't kill me on the comments. It's been a long time that I don't use all of these languages. But definitely a good experience. I love learning languages. So like, I usually say that I'm a language freak because I really enjoy like my free time. I just study languages because I'm like, wow, oh my God. I like the feeling of being able to communicate with people and like understand what they're talking and like being able to say one thing or another. Even though I know I make a lot of mistakes, like, well, it's not my first language, so that's okay. Like, I don't feel...
It's part of the process as well. Yeah. I was a bit nervous talking all the languages that I know. Like, sometimes I doubt my own abilities to speak them.
Same.
But yeah, as you said, like, it's okay. Like, you make mistakes, it's fine. Like, it's not your first language. And I feel you connect with people on a completely different level than if you speak in English, which is not your first language and also not of the other person. So I've had amazing like friendships thanks to the fact that I speak their languages. So for all of you out there who seek some motivation to learn a new language, yeah,
just do it.
Just do it, and you will be able to travel the world and make unforgettable memories and create great friendships with people from all around the world. So
talk. Don't be afraid to talk.
Exactly.
So today we try to speak in 7 languages.
If you liked the video, please like, subscribe and comment.
We'll see you soon.
Bye.